Hi guys, so we've been on the road, we've been running around, we've been taking care of some things, but we're back now, back in the shop, ready to rock, and we gotta get some work done on this Nissan because we are way behind schedule. And to be completely honest, I don't even remember where we were on it. Like I said, guys, we're back in the shop, right? And I got to take a little time to figure out where we were because, kind of left in a hurry. Got tools all over the place. We got flat tires on the truck. We got all this kind of stuff. So, yeah, bear with me while we get some things taken care of, all right? I know I'm recapping for myself, and it's been a couple episodes. So, we got the tune-up almost done. I'm waiting on that one adapter for the O2 sensor. That should be in today. We'll find out. I didn't order it when I said I was going to order it. Things got a little upside down. So, yeah, we're looking at, really can't do much on that right now, I guess. I do have all the stuff to fix the lights. So that's what we're going to work on. We're going to get the light switch swapped out, new headlights, bulbs, get all the lights working so we're good to go. Tell you what, I kind of miss being around the old shop here, you know. As nice as it was working with my brother in his garage, which was awesome. And then we did a quick little episode for a country boy in my parents' garage. So you guys are checking them all out lately, huh? I guess it's time to stop babbling and actually get to work. Yeah, let's do that. All right, guys, this is why it's important to keep track of stuff, a nice list, right? Because I've been gone, out of the game a little bit. I don't remember what's going on. So here's our list. We're going to work on the parking lights today. Maybe mess with the tailgate, front right turn signal. I don't know, maybe take the rear bumper off. It's about falling off anyways. The headlights, and if that part comes in, the O2 sensor. So you see we got a pretty good sized list. We got a lot of things crossed off. We have more things not crossed off. So let's work on that. So that's what we got going on, guys. We got, said the headlights, one of them had some water behind it and whatever. So we got these two guys here. Turn signal's not working, troubleshot that to a bulb. Simplest thing first, right? But none of these lights are coming on. The interior lights don't come on, tail lights, license plate light, all that kind of stuff. Check the fuses, they're good to go. So now we got this guy we're gonna swap out, which is the switch, which is also the turn signal, and well, that's it. Actually, the first one we ordered, we accidentally got the one for cruise control, and this thing doesn't even have power steering, let alone cruise control. So we sent it back, got this one. Make sure you guys are checking your parts. When anytime you get parts in, bounce it off of what you ordered, because we did order the right part. But hey, it happens, right? All right, let's see how this thing goes in. All right, guys, so this little guy right here is what we're going to swap out. And as you can see, there's a plastic casing around it. So I'm going to go ahead and assume if I pull these, 6 screws out, that this will then come off. But find out if I'm right. So just as I suspected, took out 6 bolts. These two, one there, there, and there. And then the bottom just kind of falls off. This is actually the bottom. Don't pull these two out. I did, and then figured out you don't need to because it just holds this piece in there, some kind of support. So leave those 2 that are flush mounted in, pull those 6 out on the bottom. This piece will fall out. And then on the top, it actually goes in like this. Be careful over here. This is where the ignition is. A little finesse kind of, and it comes out. There are 2 different types of screws. These 4 go in these that are deep, and then these 2 that kind of have, you know, a bigger head on them go in those 2 spots. And now we have gained access to this little guy. So we've got 2 screws on this. We'll pull it out. Let's see what's up. There's the kid. Look at him. Driving the old Jeep. He's coming back from a dump run. I don't know if he likes driving the Jeep or if he just doesn't want to get the caddy dirty when he takes stuff to the dump. I think we all know the real answer there. This fine piece of machinery though, huh? He's got her. Yeah, you're good. Hey, so tens of viewers want to know, do you like driving the Jeep better, or do you just want to not get stuff all over the caddy?
I don't think it would fit in the caddy.
So you're not afraid to get the caddy dirty is what you're saying?
Nah, I can do a couple jumps in it, maybe.
Keeping it classy, that's what I like.
Of course.
All right, I guess we should get back to work now. Yo, before I get back to work, I just want to take a minute and point out something. The dedication we put into this channel. Because I don't know if you can't tell temperature, right? But let me tell you, it's about 65 degrees out. Sunny, beautiful day, right? Look at this, just beautiful. And as you guys know, I love riding motorcycles, right? And I got 2 of them right there, just raring to go. That FXR is just calling my name. And the Road Glide, I think she might even be feeling a little bit, what's the word? I don't know. When you put stuff to the side. You guys, help me out. Put in the comment whatever if you think what word I can't think of. But the point is, we're in the shop working on this junk for you guys. So, if you don't mind, take that into consideration and go down there and click the subscribe button, Helps us out, and it's free. Appreciate it. All right, back to work. So just like I thought, 2 screws, this little guy unclips. I think that's a word. And here we go. Here's the old, here's the new. Anytime you're messing with this kind of stuff, especially electrical connectors, all that, like I said, we did get the wrong part the first time. So take a minute, make sure it's the same. So looking at everything, all looks the same here. Connectors, give it the old flipperoo here. Connectors all look the same. Obviously this is in a little better condition. But she's brand new. And this one's 30 years old. So there we go. Now we will reverse this entire process and put it in there. All right, so honestly, it took like a minute and a half to put in. Screw here, screw down there. After you plug in the plug, she's good to go. So now we got off checker. So actually if you guys remember, the other one did not make that noise, reminding you that the light was on. So that's a step in the right direction. You can see it does work. It's light in here, guys. So look over where the speedometer is pointing. So the dash lights are working. Noises are being made. And we got tail lights. Dope. So that's working. So let me just make sure the headlights work. Yep. High beam. Yep. The old turn signal here. Yep. And that little guy, she's going a little fast, isn't she? Yep, that's because we got that one out up front, so we're going to take care of that now. All right, guys, got the casing all put back together, good and snug. This guy's good to go. Still working. It's annoying, isn't it? That's done. So now we'll come around front. We will swap out the old headlights because this guy still has moisture. It ain't going nowhere. This thing's been in the shop for like a month and a half, so. And then swap out that turn signal. And she'll be good to go. In keeping with the highest traditions of this Nissan truck, this all happened. Usually, you would just take the little lens off, take a normal bulb, right, and just push in a little bit and do that. This thing was frozen solid in there. So eventually, for me trying, even with a little finesse, this broke off. And that happens, especially when they're older and corroded. Then you usually take, some needle nose and grab this guy and get it. Well, that came out, actually it was this guy. It came out like that. And then there was this part, and then all this, and there was a drill incorporated, WD-40, and all these guys. Till finally, we got it out. I don't know if you can really see in there, but there was corrosion, obviously. Scraped all the corrosion out, and we're ready to go. So this one requires a, right here, 1156 bulb. Standard. They've been using these since like the 40s, right? Goes in, twist, done. Now what I thought at first when it wasn't coming out, I thought somebody crammed one of these guys in here, which is, where's she go? An 1157. Says it right there. Which, if you take a look, see these two little ears are offset, and on this one they are not. They're, because this is just on and off, and then this one, it's usually a tail light slash brake light slash turn signal. So, not the case in our thing. But, looking at the filament here, it was the right bulb. Maybe it was crammed in, maybe it's corroded, maybe it's just the luck of the Nissan. Who knows? But, we got it out. We're going to put this guy in. And, well, hopefully it all works. All right, so we just got it thrown in there before we, finish it all up. Let's make sure this thing works. So, we'll get her. Maybe. Now we got her. Oh, sweet, turn the wipers on. Hey, they work. All right. All right. I ain't gonna lie, guys, I was a little bit worried because she was a little corroded and everything. We cleaned it out good enough, and yeah, it's working. And now she ain't going a mile a minute. Ah, the little things. All right, so that concludes the world's most annoying and intricate bulb swap. And we got it all back together. And look at her in all of her glory. All right. Well, that's taken care of. It never should have been that hard. And guess what I just noticed, guys? Apparently there was fog lights at one point, and I guess one fell out. Oh, we'll worry about that later. We're going to pull the grill out and swap out these headlights now. All right, so we got the grill popped off pretty easy. These little guys on the bottom just kind of sit down in there. And there's these little clip nut things that on the top. So you clip those off. It comes forward, you pull it out. We're probably going to leave it out because if you notice, it's pretty faded. And we got a little idea here to spruce this thing up. So, yeah, like I said, here's these little clip nuts. You just turn them one way and they little flathead, easy day. And here's where those other things kind of real easy. So now we're going to pull these off. And, all right, who's taking bets? You think they're going to be a problem? Because there's some corrosion. I think we're going to hit them with a little WD-40. Let them sit for a minute and then we'll try. Just makes sense. I don't know why I bothered asking. You already know, right? So I doused it all WD-40 and I got 1 out of 8 bolts out. Yeah. So we're going to go over here. We're going to break out the big dog. She's still in the wrapper. If this stuff don't work, they ain't getting changed. It's just that simple. They work. It's just one's got a little bit of water behind it. So I don't want to make more problems for myself because we know she's full of them. So we're gonna give this a shot, and well, I guess you'll find out how it works out. Well, I soaked her down with the old Croyle there, and I ain't used it in years, but I know it was amazing whenever I did use it. So if anything's gonna break these things loose, it's that. Like $22 a can at better, right? But we're gonna let it eat for a little while. Speaking of eat, it's a solid plan. I'll go grab a sandwich. That's actually where the kid, he stopped at the Wawa on the way back from the dump. So then we'll go do that and then come back down here. Hope for the best. Well, guys, what do you think the outcome is? If you said that the Croyle would not make any difference and the same 7 are still stuck in there, yeah, you win a free 37 Ducks poster, I guess, or something. I don't know. But I can't give those things away. But, yeah, didn't work. They're chintzy little screws. They've been in there probably since, I don't know, the mid-90s. Maybe they changed the headlights out at one point. I probably think so. But maybe they only drove during the day. I don't know. Doesn't matter. What does matter is they still work. So we're going to leave them in there. And then we got some over here on the shelf, you know. In case one of them does go out, you know. We got $14 worth of lights is what we're looking at, you know. And actually, there's something I wanted to point out that a lot of people don't do. You see it all the time, right? Oh, my light went out, so I'm going to change it. Says it right here in these things. Check it out. Replace in pairs. So spend the extra $7. Now I know some of these newer lights, they're not $7. You know, they're pretty expensive. But replace them in pairs. That's where you got equal vision, you know, all that. Yeah, you know, that's what they tell you to do. So do it. That's going to wrap it up for this episode. All right, guys. So we started off real well. That switch swapped out, flawless, not one problem. Lights all work good now. And we took a little bit of a beating with the turn signal, but we got it. I can't believe a turn signal, really. And now the headlights don't want to come out, but they still work. So we're going to pick our battles. And if it ain't broke, don't fix it. And whatever other kind of cliche, whatever you want to put in there, go ahead and insert now. But, so that's it. We're going to go over the board. We're going to cross out the things we fixed. And I'm going to give this video to the kid because it should already be up. We're a little late. Like I said, just got back into town. Kind of. But yeah, we'll talk more about that later. Until then, like, share, subscribe, ring the bell, tell a friend, and as always, thanks for watching, guys.